You see me, you see him, my best friend. He hold me down like ankles fighting the waves. A partner to my crime, yeah, I do time. Till I'm with you, I'll be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been running. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy, say, to take it easy, say, feel so weak, say, easy to love, say, to take it easy, say, feel so weak, say, easy to love. I never thought that I would give it to you, but now I don't think it's the time, I won't do it. I think it's cause the way you talk to me, know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off on me. When you get done, I got a little something to drop off on you. Because you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my place. Said I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something. Like it was nothing. Ooh, some magic, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy, say, to take it easy, say, feel so easy, say, easy to love. Easy, you make it easy, say, to take it easy, say, feel so weak, say, easy to love. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy.
You better be careful, baby, be careful. This is a baby making tone. Better be careful what your radio on. This is a baby making tone. Better be careful what your radio on. You let down your head when you're feeling sexy. You bite on your lip when you're holding your tongue. You uncross your legs, yeah, without even speaking. Your body is screaming. You wanna make love. I can hear your body language. You ain't said a word, but I know what you feel. 'Cause I can hear your body language. Say, come on, it's on, it's on. The message is clear. Let me pause, babe. You look so good. To gather my thoughts, make sure I'm hearing you right. Baby, slow my baby, if I am mistaken. 'Cause love will be making. I can see it in your eyes. I'm watching every move you make. Yeah, don't go too fast and don't be late. Oh no, all the time you need entertain. That's what it's saying. That's what you're saying. Baby, you know me when you rest to go. I'll be ready once for yes and twice for no. Brush up against me nice and slow. Real slow. Nobody saying it's about to explode. About to explode. And here, nobody lay but I know what you feel. I know what you feel. 'Cause I'm here, nobody.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the In the Zone podcast. It's your man, B. Foster. Brian Foster's back in the building. You just saw me 2 seconds ago on the Chris the Critic show. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun to be on somebody else's show and talk a little shit occasionally. But now I'm back on mine to talk the big shit because that's what we do. Hey, happy Wednesday. How you ladies doing?
Doing well.
Doing well? We are on the What's in It for the Black People media. It's In the Zone podcast. It's Wednesdays. You already know it's time for a good time. Let me introduce my co-hostesses for the evening. You all know this lady. She's been on like 30 of these at this point. She knows what's going on, and you all love Dr. Bell. Woo, y'all love some Dr. Bell. How you doing?
Doing well. Hello, everyone.
Boy, they be hitting up my DMs about Dr. Bell.
Oh, boy.
They be like, what's up with Dr. Bell? Like, nope.
Ask me if they're vaccinated.
Hey, fellas, if you vaccinated, you might get a date up in this. You better go to Walmart. They giving them joints out. And then a longtime friend, my girl Chris. I'm not even gonna give her a whole government because she be slick with it.
Thank you very much.
What's going on, Chris?
I'm good.
She is a rookie to the game. She walked in and was like, wait, this is like a for real like podcast. Like we not like at your house on Zoom and shit. No, this is a different situation. This is for real, for real. Don't be scared of that mic. You get up and bring that.
Into the mic.
There you and I know you know about talking into the mic. Let's not act like you don't. All right, anyway. Topic this week, the great debates. So oftentimes we have these debates in social media, in the barbershop, in the beauty shop, and playing spades with your fam at Christmas. Are you a LeBron or Jordan? Do you like books? Do you prefer movies? Is oral sex a must before you have sex every time you have sex? These are the things we debate depending on where you are and who you're with. So we're going to dive into some of these today. So ladies, I'm going to give you an either or. You're going to tell me which one and why. It's just that simple today. We're going to have a little fun.
Simple, huh?
Very simple. Very simple.
Oh, Lord.
I may agree with you. I may shit all over your pick. Probably the latter. But unless we agree, then we all on the same accord. That sound fair? Sound fun? We got it? Chris?
I'm here for it.
All right, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me dive in real fast, get my list up. All right. Let's start with an easy one. Books or movies? Which do you prefer? Angela?
I'm going to go movies, unfortunately, now. I used to love books.
Wow, this is hold on. You're throwing me for a loop in the beginning.
Yeah, the way my life is set up, I have so many books. Like, I buy these books. I'm going to read this every year. I'm going to read books this year. Now, I got Audible, and now I can listen to books. So I've listened to, like, 2 books this year. So
Okay,
I feel
that's
like I'm
fair.
into something. But can I count that? I watch way more movies. So I think I'm going to have to be honest with everyone and myself. And it's movies right now.
Okay. All right, don't come in here lying. I like that. Oh, I books. I
know,
definitely
right?
prefer a book.
And then you ask me the last books
Right.
I read and give some recommendations, and I'd be like,
Because you already know that's where I was going with it,
right.
too.
I read Obama's book or listened to it.
I'm debating on whether the Audible.
good.
I bought it and read it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Actually read it.
Oh.
Actually, I bought it for my wife for a Christmas present. I don't think she's ready yet, but I read it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Hello, I'm Barack Obama.
Right.
I need to do more audio.
Audio, does that
That's
count?
the way to do it. I don't know.
I think it counts.
I've never done it, but I heard it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You're in the car, you're on the
Yes.
train, you're doing
Yes.
whatever. Because reading it's a time commitment in a certain way. Now, there's a certain relaxation with that too. You get in bed, you get a glass of wine, you read a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, you get to paint your own story too. You get to make your own
Your
visual.
visual. It is amazing.
Yes,
Sure.
the visual.
So, books and movies.
I still like movies though.
All that said.
Right? I still love a good movie.
I will say though, Hunger Games, I read that book like in one day. It was so good. And then rented it on Redbox that same day. Most amazing experience ever. Because she would be like looking off into the distance, and I remembered what she was thinking because I had just read the book. That was awesome.
Now I did read, Jennifer Lewis.
Yeah.
I read her, but have you read her? book?
No.
Pretty detailed. It's pretty good.
Wait,
Yeah.
Jennifer Lewis, that's on Black?
Everybody's mama.
Everybody's mama. Thank you. The movie's mama.
Okay,
Yeah.
facts.
On
Yeah.
Blackish. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I bet she led an interesting life.
Man, it's deep.
Yeah.
And that you will get the visual.
Get Jennifer Lewis. Gotcha.
You will get the visual on that one. It was,
Okay.
Yeah. And she dropped some names in there.
What?
Oh, so she was a freak.
Oh, you took it there.
I mean,
I just said she dropped some
Right,
names.
I was just
in
thinking
once you
there.
said that piece, I assumed what she was saying before you said that, but now I know.
So yeah, it's quite interesting.
Okay. All right. So I would like to be scholarly and say, oh, a book is superior in every way, shape, and form. In some ways it is. But anybody that knows me knows I'm a movie dude. Part of the roughest part of the pandemic was theaters being shut down because I love going to the movies. There's something about being in that theater with the big screen, with the people in a big greasy tub of popcorn that just warms my soul.
I chose.
I don't care how much they charge.
I don't even-
I'll
yeah.
be in the theater by myself, still paying that crazy fee.
I-
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. for
It's
me.
something to it. It's something to it. So, yes, I'm going to pick movies.
You have a whole podcast,
Yeah,
like Black cinema.
yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I haven't done them in a little while. The summer's taking a little bit of my Saturdays. But, yeah, I'm into movies. There's something about even a shitty movie that just warms me
She
up.
said no. You took it too far.
No, because then I get to shit on a shitty movie.
And then that becomes funny.
Yeah, and it's a thing.
Yeah, I just watched that Liam Neeson movie with
Which one?
Lawrence Fishburne called it's something about the ice, the road, something about.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. He was driving the
Yes,
snowplow.
and it was bad, but it was funny to watch it. 'Cause it was
I mean, it was a
bad.
Liam Neeson movie, so you kind of take that with a grain of salt.
I did, and I watched the whole thing, but there were some parts that were just
Yeah.
not so good.
Yeah. Have I ever read a bad book? I can't say that I have. I can't ever say I finished a book and be like, that was a garbage book.
Yeah, me either.
I did see a bad movie. Remember that movie Keanu with the cat?
Oh, that shit was funny.
I didn't.
I
didn't see
enjoyed that.
I
was
didn't.
terrible.
Keanu with the cat.
Yeah.
It's Key and Peele, not Key and Peele. Jordan that
Jordan
did
Peele?
Jordan Peele, and
see it.
yeah, it's stupid as hell, but it's
saved
super
2
funny.
hours.
Oh,
It's super
2
funny.
hours of
No,
your life.
get a drink. It's funny. It's stupid as hell, but it's funny.
Kingdom Come was terrible. I think I walked out of the theater on that one.
Kingdom Come.
Yeah, I think that's what it was called.
Was that with LL Cool J or
I
something?
think so.
Oh, I never even saw that. I never even saw that. Yeah,
Didn't know it existed.
yeah. And now,
Don't
now I
look it
won't.
up. Don't look it up.
And now I won't. All right. Oh, wait a minute. No, we can't go that hard that fast. I'm sorry. Let me go back.
Keep it light.
We'll get there. Beach or pool? There are beach people. There are pool people. And there are people like me that like both. But everybody sways one way or the other.
Probably had to lean to the beach.
Why?
Sand.
Sand. See, sand is the reason I don't lean to the beach.
But then you can go some places where they have tables set up in the water, and you get to have your beverages and enjoy yourself right there.
I haven't been to those places.
They have
I'd
those in
love to go.
pools.
It's nothing like being on the beach where they get to come out and serve you your food and your drinks.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You get a nice bed out there
Right.
or a hammock that's swinging and
You
swinging.
can,
Goals.
and you can tan.
I mean, yeah, but
Even you, Brian.
I mean, you can tan.
no. What I think she's saying is, I'm light skinned, so I can tan. Ain't that a motherfucker? I'm sure you get some color.
We
I'm sure y'all get some color.
I
We get
enjoy
some color.
Get a little bronze.
my
Don't do me.
color.
Do not do me. Not having that shit.
hands off on that.
I could use a little color now. Anyway,
You got some. You got
I got look. All right, so beach. You like all Caribbean and anyway, so I can see you saying beach. That makes sense. Dr. Bell?
I'm not Caribbean, but beach.
Beach.
Yeah. You're guaranteed a sunset. That means that I'm not in Chicago. I'm someplace else.
The sun don't set in
Someplace
Chicago?
warm, but not against the backdrop of the ocean. You know?
At the lake?
You gonna go to Lake Michigan?
I mean, that's
Go on
beautiful.
31st Street. You see
But
all
that
that.
means-
31st Beach.
There you
Right.
go.
But then I'm going right back home after that. If I'm on a beach, that means I'm on
Yes.
vacation. That comes with a whole mood, stress relief.
I guess we could visit the north side a little bit, though, right?
Yeah. But it's
Lay
not
out over
like
there. It's
Barbados,
not like-
DR.
Belize.
Yeah, it's not like that.
That's different.
Yeah, excursions, the stuff. you
Wait,
can
we
do.
talking about beaches. Now you talking about zip lining and fucking ATV and
excursions in the water,
Oh, okay.
snorkeling.
Oh, okay.
I'm not snorkeling in Lake Michigan.
shit. I ain't swimming like
Right. So, beach.
Okay. Okay. No, I used to be a beach dude, but now I think I'm a pool dude.
What changed?
Effort.
Effort.
It takes effort to go to the beach. You got to pack shit and trudge through the sand and find a spot, and then the kids want to build sand castles and shit. I don't want to play with you. I want to drink. Get your little ass out of here. So
Lay out.
yeah, I want to lay out bullshit. So the pool usually has a DJ. There's like there's volleyball in that joint. They usually have a swim up bars.
I can see that.
It's just a more relaxing experience. I mean, I like a beach. Don't get me wrong, but
Go to 63rd.
well, you know, we used to do volleyball there for years. I used to love that.
it.
Yeah, great times. But if you're
Really?
telling me right now, 63rd Street Beach, Soho Pool, I'm going to the Soho Pool.
That's true. Now in Chicago,
Yeah,
you're right about
I'm
that.
with that. Yeah, there you
right.
go. There
I
you
was
go.
I was just there today. I'm half drunk now because I was in the Soho House half the day.
You were so
I swear I
So,
was.
You can guess, right? Yes, you can
Yes.
allow a guest to come.
Surely.
Okay, well, just
Oh, yeah, but I mean the beach is a good time, and more so because of what you said. If I want to snorkel, scuba,
Yeah, I love that kind of
windsurf,
stuff.
Yeah.
all that. Yeah, the older I get, I don't do none of that
Booze
shit.
cruise.
I want to
you're
see.
not that old. Come on.
Dos margaritas, please. No, I'm not though, but I've done all that shit.
On the boat, you know, or you could just stay. Well, I guess now I'm in the water. We talking about the beach. I'm in the
Yeah.
water.
I was saying, I said the beach, not
Yeah,
the
you're right.
bed.
I didn't take it.
You
as
done
a
see?
whole.
Yeah, you cheating. You cheating. But I mean, the beach does come with that
Yeah,
piece,
yeah.
so I give you that. I give you that. Beaches, ooh. Then you gotta get all the sand out your ass and.
Yeah, that part is no good, or in your hair, or
That's why
whatever.
you're supposed to dip in the water first and then come out.
I still got to get back to wherever I'm going, so now my feet all sandy and
Just get in the shower. I mean, just
Yeah,
use
they
one
have
of
the
those-
little thing
yeah,
next
those
to them.
showers. Rinse your
That
feet
should
up,
be
put your
cold.
flip-flops on. Now you tripping, right?
it does. It do be cold. Y'all acting like that shit don't be cold. All right, fine. Y'all tougher than me. R&B or hip hop? Chris, one goes away forever, and the other stays.
Forever?
Forever, ever.
So easy for me, this answer.
One goes away.
One goes away forever.
Dang, that's hard.
It's supposed to be.
But
These gonna get harder as we go,
I think
and we only 20 minutes in.
if I had to choose, oh, that's so hard because there's so much hip hop that I love, but there's a lot of R&B that I love too that I can just sing right along. I'm gonna say R&B. I'm done.
No, oh no, you can't be done. Now you have to tell
Say
me why.
Oh,
Yes,
he
that's
done?
that's the point of this.
oh,
She tapped out.
I'm
Right.
done. No,
I'm tapping out right
no,
now.
no.
Why R&B? There's just so many songs that you can sing to. I don't know why. I just chose it because there's a lot of songs in hip hop too that I love so much as well.
I just chose it. This is all right. I'm coming. I'm gonna let Angela answer, and I'm gonna answer. And you better have something better than this.
Absolutely. R&B.
So shocker.
Easy.
Shocker.
Easy.
So what? Now, unlike the book movie answer, this does not shock me at all.
Yeah, easy for me. I mean, and then also R&B is much older than hip hop, so you'll get way more artists, way more variety.
Yeah.
You know, you got upbeat, you got slow, you got. Yeah, I mean, it's just so much.
Do the
So.
70s music count at R&B?
Yeah,
All of that, yeah.
even-
Oh, well,
yeah.
Motown
Yeah,
counts,
yeah.
all of that.
There
That
you have
stuff.
it then.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yes.
That's the determining factor for me. I love hip hop. I will say this: hip hop gives you more variety in topics.
Yeah.
Right. R&B is mostly about love or sex or whatever. Hip
You pull
hop.
in a little Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. Sure.
Some stuff.
Sure. So
you
Sam
go back
Cooke,
home.
some other stuff. Yeah, but
Yeah.
most of it is relationship love based.
That's true.
Whereas hip hop is
true.
all over the spectrum.
Across the board.
Yeah. So
That's a really good point.
They
Yeah.
don't talk about a lot of. Well, they do relationships, but theirs is more about sex and getting it in. Where on the R&B side, I think they like smooth. They're gonna kind of beat around the bush.
Yeah.
And,
But there's love and pain and
Yeah.
all kind of
All-
different sex too.
Right.
All of it.
all
I
of
think
that.
the way they say it is different though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So you don't like when
You ain't gonna
ODB. No. Put it in your mouth. That's not. Isn't that one of your most romantic songs ever? Put it in your mouth. I said your motherfucking man. No. I think that's very romantic.
Although there was a song that was at the BET Awards and there was one and there was a duet with. Bust out your windows. What's her name?
Jasmine Sullivan.
Jasmine Sullivan, and someone else. And I'm listening, hearing the music. It's great. And I heard spit on it. I was like, I had to go and look up the lyrics. So some of the R&B is in your face too.
Oh, R&B could be nasty. Or what's funny about R&B is that it's not in your face sometimes.
Right.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
it caught me off
Right.
guard.
Yeah.
And you go back.
Well, spit on is pretty.
I was like, just
get my phone and
grooving.
look at these lyrics. Yeah.
But what'll take you aback is talking about like the verses when it was the Isleys and was it Earth, Wind and Fire?
Yeah.
Earth, Wind and Fire and the Isleys, right? And then you really you sung these songs for forever, and then you actually start something clicks. And you're like, wait, the fuck did he just say?
Exactly.
And you're like, oh, Brian was talking about some more nasty shit. And it never clicked.
That's called age.
That's
yeah.
You start paying attention.
attention.
Or it's I guess you just riding in the car. You just listen.
Just
You're
listen.
Like,
It's got such a
is
groove
that
to
what they
it.
been saying?
Yeah,
Right.
Earth, Wind and Fire was talking about eating booty this whole time, and I didn't even know it. Talk about the chocolate ride. I know what you're talking about now, Earth, Wind and Fire. But that's the. But when you got hip hop, you're talking about. I mean, sure, it's a lot of bullshit and streets and drugs and women and popping bottles and blah blah blah. But then you got all this political commentary from BDP, Rakim. You
So
got
important.
you got Common that's spitting all this unique type of stuff. You got
Somebody like NWA.
I'm NWA, straight up telling the tales that weren't being told
Yeah,
elsewhere, right? You got Most Def, you got the Roots, you got you got all this mirror. You got Kid and Play that's just fun, and this myriad of music that you kind of don't really, and topics that you don't really get in R&B. But the depth of the R&B thing, and I'm a cake boy. Anybody that really knows me knows this about me. I'm a cake it ass dude. So if
R&B it is.
R&B is where it's
Unanimous
at.
decision.
I mean, I'm a lover, not a fighter. So, LL got some kind of smoothed out stuff. And, Meth got some kind of actually laid back stuff. But, then I'm running out. I can't make a Quiet Rain Part 6 mixtape with hip hop.
Yeah.
R&B it is.
R&B.
Close, though. It's closer than you think.
So that
Yep.
was 3 for 3 for the R&B, huh?
3 or 3 for R&B?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's get a little...
Was Beach 3 for 3 too?
No, I was pool.
He was on pool
you was
on that.
The pool side.
All right, let's circle back that way, kind of, sort of. Island vacation. I already know where the hell you going. Island vacation, metropolitan location, and it can't be both. So you can't see like Rio, where you get the best of both worlds. You either on a beach in Jamaica, or you are in Italy? I'm going to start with you because I already know her answer.
That is the hardest of questions. London was just for the Bears game.
We had a great time in London.
I'm going to just go Metropolitan right now.
Okay.
If you ask me next month or something.
Well, if I ask you in
maybe I'll say
December, I'm
something.
sure you'd be
Right, exactly. There
You
you
were
go,
like,
there you go.
shit.
Right, I know.
island anywhere now. Take me.
No, I'm oof. And I even like, where does Iceland fit? I went to Iceland and that's not metropolitan. It's not beach, but that was amazing. There was a lot of
Yeah,
hiking
that's a
and all
whole
that.
that's a whole other category.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another.
I'm gonna
that's
just
not
pick
category.
metropolitan, even though I love the excursions and the beach and all that.
Why Metro though?
Because I love the different food, the different people, the nightlife.
They have that on Ireland too.
Yeah, they do.
Uh
I know, right?
oh. You about to get your ass whipped.
Yeah. But I could like go to a museum, I can go to a club, I don't know, man. It's different food and I don't know. You're right. I don't know. I just had so much fun in London. I don't know. I'm just because I'm off. That was my last trip.
Trip.
Last
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you stuck on it.
I'm
Yeah.
stuck on it.
Yeah.
Because that was so fun. And then the pandemic happened. So that's all I'm hanging on.
Yeah, I'm glad we got that one in.
Yeah. And then like, I don't know, it's usually associated with going to other,
Events.
other countries
Oh, other countries too.
and-
I mean, well,
I guess you could do that island hopping and stuff too.
Mexico's another country.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I think I'm picking metropolitan. I like big cities. I like cities and seeing different cities. So
Fair
Big
enough.
cities. They got big cities.
give me a place. Give me a place. And I was
No,
like,
no cheating, no cheating, no cheating, no cheating, no cheating, no cheating, no cheating.
I'm going metropolitan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm over here, Ireland.
Island girl, I'm an island
Be
girl.
consistent. Yeah.
Why island?
The food, amazing. I mean, when someone can go get your fish right there and bring it back to you and cook it, that is awesome. The culture, just seeing how people just vibe with each other.
It is great.
Very
for a type A
relaxing.
personality. Yeah.
Just relaxation, the culture, and the food. It's really the food for me because I love
And it's always us there too, which is nice.
that part.
Yeah, that is always really nice.
That's the underrated piece to this, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
And even DR was like us in Spanish. It was like it was really Jamaica was amazing too.
Jamaica's always amazing.
I didn't.
Just flying to that good country and go to Ghana too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something very blasphemous here, but I'm not a fan of Jamaica.
I did the most amazing excursion there though.
I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan. I'm just gonna say the times I've been less than impressed.
You know what? There was this one trip I took. And if some people are on here, they probably gonna know about that trip too. But it was a long time ago. We went to Negril years ago. But
Girl,
we
that's
had-
where the freaky place is, isn't it?
I just said I went to Negril. I didn't say where I stayed.
He is
Now,
on
clearly
something.
you knew where I stayed if you're speaking about it.
She already know why I know. Cause you wasn't in the grill nowhere else but this one.
But I thought Negril was pretty awesome. I mean, Montego Bay. I mean, they all pretty cool. The only thing about Jamaica is that I've never gone into the town.
Oh, okay.
I've
yeah.
always stayed in a resort, and so that's the one thing I need to experience that part.
Right.
Okay. I amend my previous statement. Every time I've been on a resort in Jamaica, I've been underwhelmed.
Okay.
I did go into the city like once, and that shit was a great time. I was on a cruise, and we literally like they were like making us run from because they were about to pull the thing up on us. We were about to get left in Jamaica. We lost track of time.
Wow.
So I would give you that. That was the resorts leave me wanting.
Okay. Yeah, I had stayed in
Yeah.
Montego Bay, and then we had a driver that took us to Negril and Ocho Rios, and we did an excursion or something in each of the places. And I just had a blast.
Yeah.
They give you a zip line and an ATV. I think you're just
But
in a good place.
I swam with the dolphins. I was jumping off cliffs, and there was this amazing river. I love outdoors and nature, so I was just, it was great. I had a blast.
Okay.
So you have to go. I think the main thing is that when you stay in a resort, a hotel, you have to go into town.
Yeah.
you gotta
If
go.
you just stay there, you're gonna be bored.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, you could do that anyway.
Same drinks, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to ride with you on this one, though, Angela. I think it's Metropolitan, and I think it is because after so many days on the beach, after so many excursions, after so many fruity cocktails, by like your fifth, I mean, if it's an extended vacation, by your fifth day, it's like, okay, done that. I'm tired. I'm ready to go.
Right.
But in a metropolitan city, you can. And again, I'm not trying to cheat. If you say Rio, you can go to the beach and do it. I'm saying if you're strictly landlocked, there's such a wider berth of things you can usually do. Not saying always, but there's the museums. I like just like jumping on other countries, folks, public transportation
Yeah,
and figuring.
me
Let's
too.
just ride around and figuring that out.
Yeah.
Getting lost and it's fine. You know,
Yeah.
I'll catch a cab back if I got to. You know, just and it's usually tied to an event. So I'm usually there for a game or a wedding
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. So I guess it lends this extra layer to it, as opposed to it just being a vacation. It's a vacation plus.
Right.
So that might be a cheat code, but that's kind of where I am with it.
Vacation plus more.
Yeah, vacation plus whatever else is going on.
Yeah, because they were like, the Bears lost, but we're like, but we're in London.
Right.
And the Raiders won, so I was good.
You can't beat that.
Can't beat that. Vegas,
Yep. Yeah.
Like
Oh.
going or no?
Vegas, Bears, Raiders.
I really want to go to San Diego.
Oh. Well, you do both then.
They're not in San Diego this year.
Yes, they are. They
They're in LA this year.
Is it LA?
It's LA.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, with the change. Yeah.
California. Same
Right.
thing. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be throwing me off. I'm like, ooh, wait, San Diego. I love San
I want to
Diego.
go there. I mean, that's like on my bucket list, but you know.
Wife is watching because we almost moved there, didn't we, baby? We was close.
Are you serious?
No, we was trying to figure it out. San Diego was we were trying to figure it out. All right, hold on. He's about to get nastier. I'm just gonna let you know now. No, you know what? We're gonna do one more safe one, and then we gonna turn it up.
Third base.
Jordan or LeBron? And everybody here is not from Chicago, so this is more unbiased than you would think. Jordan or LeBron?
So here's the thing.
Oh, I hear some bullshit.
I'm waiting here now.
Here's the thing. So you have to talk about the era, right?
Okay.
So if it was the era, then of course Jordan. And I am a LeBron fan, period. I am truly a LeBron fan. So
What's your final answer?
Jordan or LeBron? Who's the better basketball player? Period.
I have to go with Jordan.
Begrudgingly.
No. Well, yes. Because it's the era. I mean,
yes, every era is different.
right. So
But-
just comparing them to, it's like,
Okay, so they're closer in era than say Jordan and
say
Wilt.
Malone or something.
Yeah, who?
Like Karl Malone.
I mean, with him and Jordan were in the same
Yeah.
era.
Exactly. So who would you choose? They
Well-
the same era.
Yeah. Yes. So what I'm saying is, I would still pick. Now, this being said, I know athletes now are bigger, stronger, faster, all that good stuff. So I'm not really saying if Wilt played
Right.
Shaq, who would win. That's not what I'm
Can't
saying, because that's
say
not really
that,
fair. Is Bob Cousy a great basketball player? Of course he was. Would he get killed today? Of course he would. So when I compare them, I compare what they did against their contemporaries,
Yes.
Okay.
as opposed to versus each other in a matchup. Because I just bigger, stronger, faster, taller now. Genetics are what they are. Health regimens are different. Workout regimens are different. So, you know, shit, in the 60s, these motherfuckers were selling cars and smoking cigarettes between games. And shit, at halftime. So, it's just a different. So I'm saying, compared to what they did against their contemporaries,
Jordan.
fair enough.
Jordan.
I love how you all are saying this, man. And I think Mike is in town, by the way. That's Jordan. Yeah, I like it. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, he's my favorite of all time. Like,
Do tell.
so for me, it's because highest PR efficiency rating.
Bullshit. Hold on, fellas.
Of all
Hold on,
time.
fellas. Y'all listen to Doctor, and she talking about PER. Half y'all don't even know what PER means. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that, all the scoring titles, I mean, and the way he retired, came back, transformed his game, and still dominated the league. I don't know. Nothing compares to that to me. I haven't seen anything better. So
They're gonna bring you on stalking charges.
they might, because I was obsessed. I was. So
Mike was spotted in his Ferrari in downtown Chicago earlier today.
say what? Where?
I'm just telling you.
Where?
I'm just telling you, Mike.
Stage
Mike is in town. I'm just telling you,
What?
and not too far from the studio. From
I'm
what I
going to the
understand.
rep. I'm, what?
She's gonna be walking down Michigan. I hear Mike's in town.
I got voted most likely to go into sports medicine so that I would meet Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Wait, why was that even a category?
when I finished residency, because they had to give everybody something. So
Oh,
they
okay.
just gave me that.
Interesting.
Wait, when did you graduate from?
This was a while ago. I don't know. I finished residency, 2010.
Mike had been long.
It didn't
time.
matter. Apparently, everybody knew I loved him. I didn't know I talked about it that much.
I didn't know he needed. I don't think he needs much sports medicine when he's 10 years retired. But fine, it is what it is. You might. I mean, you
I
got
don't know.
to still work it out.
Maybe his swing, his golf.
Right.
Yeah, facts.
Right, there you
Facts.
go,
There you go. There you go. He might try another comeback at 80.
He thinks he could do it. He
I know he. I know Mike thinks he could go in a game right now and score
does,
15.
yeah.
I'm sure,
Absolutely.
and I'm not sure he's wrong. I'm not sure he's wrong. With today's rules, I'm not sure
right,
he's
and
wrong.
just tell him he can't.
Yeah. Tell.
I mean, if you continue to flop like some of our
Ugh.
people now, you might win.
Oh, and that's your boy. Your boy is good at that.
That is not my boy.
LeBron's the flopping.
No. He does not take the cake in flopping.
No, he's not the worst. He's
Right.
not the worst. I agree with you, but he
But
he
he's in
does-
there.
He's in the
His
conversation.
name is in the hat.
Right.
if
You
if
can say,
look, this is LeBron face. This is your hand. I didn't even touch this mug.
But he is not as bad as what's that boy name right now? Paul.
Chris Paul.
Really? You saw that last game. Don't
I would put Trey Young and a few other folks ahead of all of them. To be frank, that's a whole nother conversation.
Right. The great floppers.
The great floppers. This is a tighter conversation. Folks know me. Know Jordan is my favorite player ever. But this is a tighter conversation than most would think I'd have. What LeBron has done, the consistency in which he's done it, the amount of wins he has against the people he's won against. I will say there's not even a competition in the competition. Everybody tries to shit on Mike's competition. Mike beat a whole lot of Hall of Famers and great players.
Right.
Stop it. But
Right.
LeBron beat that Golden State team.
That was his best. That's how he moved up for me. And they came back from a deficit.
Yeah. They were down 3-1.
He made his mark on that. That was, I'll give him,
Yeah.
you're right.
His two greatest accomplishments was that's number one. And when he took that bum ass squad when he was like 5 years in the league to the finals with like Boobie Gibson and a whole bunch of Zdronis Ilgauskas and a whole bunch of other cats you can't even name.
yeah.
Dragging that collection of garbage to the finals. Maybe winning the finals is always better, but
Yeah.
that's right behind it.
Yeah. And the longevity.
I mean, this man is
It
what, 38,
incredible. Yeah.
and he's still arguably the best player in the game.
Yeah. It's-
Yeah.
Crazy.
He definitely gets points.
It's nuts. But
Points just don't add up to more than Jordan.
but I did watch him get kind of manhandled by JJ Barrera in the finals.
Yeah.
It happened. It
Yeah,
happened.
I know. He just,
Everyone has their day.
it's a
He had
blip.
multiple days.
I know. Right. So
He had multiple days. So
I didn't like how, and then, when he left Miami and went to Cleveland, everybody was like, oh, yeah, he went home, but they got destroyed in those finals. And I think it was kind of like, well, I'm going to go build something over here.
There's no loyalty anymore.
Yeah,
he's kind of the bridge builder of that. Now, I'm not saying that folks didn't leave other teams or whatever, but this teaming up in your prime and you plotting and planning it together thing, that's a LeBron. I know everybody, those other super teams, there were.
Yeah.
But most of those folks were ring hunting in their later years.
Right.
LeBron was in his prime. Him and his boys got on a banana boat, decided they wanted to figure it out together, and I'm all for player investment. I'm just saying, everybody hates how everybody teams up nowadays. LeBron started that shit. I'm just saying.
I don't like that.
I can
Them
recognize that
moving
I'm
around.
old. Yeah, I don't like it either. I mean, it's cool if you're a LeBron fan and you like, I don't know. I like my team. And so when the
Right.
person's, it's just not exciting
Let
to me.
the team stay together.
Yeah,
And
and
that
build. and-
loyalty.
There's
Yes.
there's something to that, right? Like, and there's a good question here from Commit, and I'm gonna talk about it in a second. There's something to, and I'm for players controlling their
Yeah.
movement. I don't
Yeah.
want to take away player movement. They have the right to do what they want to go with. I quit jobs all the fucking time. Yes, facts.
That's
So,
an awesome aspect. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes,
Power to the people.
yeah, what's in it for the black people? But there's something about organically being built
Beautiful.
that, and watching them go through the struggles and the trials together and stick together and figure that shit out. There's just something to that. And that, you're right, we're old school.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I was so happy Brooklyn didn't win shit this year.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah,
And I love Kevin Durant. He's a hoe, but I love him.
That first Golden State team minus Durant,
Yeah.
I loved them.
All drafted, all
That
organic.
was-
Not all,
that
I
was a
mean,
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
I loved
They went through growing pains. Boom.
Yeah.
I kind
Wait.
of wanted to see Brooklyn win only because Harden came back, so it's like
Oh,
they was
yeah.
back together again. No, okay.
Fuck James Harden.
The
But
ugliest
that's why,
looking
right? That's what I
boy.
was looking for.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no,
there's
that's
still
fair.
no loyalty to.
And then Komet asked, he said, what's the criteria? MJ is a force of nature. He has created whole economic genres with his influence. Even LeBron is a result of MJ. Yes, if we're
Yeah,
talking
very
about
true.
setting the table for what for what LeBron, Durant, Harden, all these fools do now, MJ is the gatekeeper to
changed
that.
Oh, yeah,
He
definitely.
flipped all that on his ear. And LeBron took that and ran with it. I can't even say take it. That's the thing. If LeBron had taken it to another level, then I'd be like, okay. But
Yeah.
he hasn't. He's just done well. I can't even say he's done as well as Jordan yet.
Yeah.
So, LeBron, salute. I know you don't watch.
No, right.
And you got Space Jam coming out, which I won't watch.
You know, I'm gonna
I
watch
wanna
it.
see that.
I'll watch it.
Right.
I'll watch it. It's not gonna be better than the
Fuck
original.
it.
I don't believe.
The original
What
wasn't even
was
good.
Space Jam. Come on.
But it's because Jordan played in it, so yeah.
Yeah, of course. I know. I'm biased. But Space Jam was
But I'm going
funny.
to see Space Jam.
You guys enjoy that. I will not.
We're not gonna
listen.
do a podcast. We're not gonna review it.
We shan't. Oh, wait, hold on. I won't be reviewing it, but I will put some people together that want to, and you can definitely do that. I'm not
We're
watching.
gonna do a
that shit.
comparison review.
Yep. There you go. That's fair. That is fair. All right. These were the softballs. We've been in this 40 minutes, and I've just lobbed softballs at you. Y'all need a break? You need a drink before we get too deep, or we good? We gonna keep going?
Take a sip of water.
Okay, I'll get you a little sip of something. All right, go ahead.
I didn't bring a beverage.
That's all right. Oh, well, all we got is that old peach. Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
Not in my palate.
Yeah. Agreed. Weed or liquor? Which one? One goes forever, and the other's how you imbibe for the rest of time.
What the comments say.
Nah, homegirl. What do you say?
Liquor.
That's a professional.
Right.
Liquor?
Liquor. Yeah.
That easy.
Yes.
Do you smoke weed? Edibles?
No.
Sprays? I want to shit. This ain't even kind of island girl are you? Anyway. Boo.
As a physician, my professional opinion, actually would probably be weed. And I say that because when I tell you alcohol is a problem in our country, it is a problem. There are so many people walking around here that are alcoholics and don't even know it. It's scary. And I've seen what it does to your body, cirrhosis. Like, you can't get that from marijuana. It has medicinal purposes
Does have
as
medicinal
well.
purposes.
So if I had to choose, I mean, clearly with marijuana there can be some problems. But even addiction, it can happen. But it's usually if you started really early, you know, and you do it a lot when you're young. But if I had to get rid of one forever, I mean, so many people would be so much healthier if we got rid of alcohol.
That's facts. Shit.
Drunk driving, all this stuff. Like, I'm going marijuana.
So you saying I need to smoke some weed?
Like she like you making a convincing argument right now.
The doctor said, go get you some weed, honey. Save yourself.
I'm telling you, if you've seen what I've seen, I had young patients die from cirrhosis and I've seen some really bad things. I used to, when I worked at Cook County, the consequences of alcoholism and cirrhosis is just awful. So,
All facts. For you personally.
as a physician, still, if I had to choose, I would. I don't know. If I had to choose personally, I don't know that I do. I can't say that I've done marijuana enough to say that. Oh yeah. I don't know. I probably just wouldn't do it a lot. Period. So I would probably still pick marijuana just because of what I know about it. If I had to pick one versus the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not surprised though.
I mean, I've smoked, I've had some edibles, I've done these things,
It
and
feels so bad after alcohol though. Like you can.
that's
It's just.
But they feel bad when they drink. I mean, when they smoke weed or those edibles. Some people can't gather themselves.
yeah.
And
Is it as bad as alcohol?
I feel like it's the
Vomiting
same.
and like, I mean, there are
yeah.
people who go way overboard,
Right.
Like with edibles and
Yeah.
and really, and there are people who have like this paranoid reaction. And
Yeah.
it's just not as common as intoxication,
Drinking,
blackouts, and withdrawal from alcohol. I mean, it's just
No, and all those
different
things,
level.
it makes more sense. Weed just makes me like sleepy and lethargic and like not fun. Who wants to do that?
maybe you just get a different strand.
I've tried all. I've tried the Happy Strand. I've tried my boy Reese. I know you ain't watching, but fuck you. But Reese Xavier. Look him up on Facebook if you need
Oh, that's right.
the
That's
stickiest
his
of the
thing.
ickies. That's my boy. It's just don't do much for me.
But I hear that some people are still high the next day.
So there is a
So,
thing where
I guess-
people overdo it, but that happens with alcohol too.
Or maybe
People
they
wake
took
up
the-
still drunk.
The cookie or something, the edible or the cookie that they had was maybe they took a larger portion and they were still
Oh
high.
yeah, absolutely.
Still
that
the
happens.
next day.
That's still
I'm
yeah,
like,
absolutely, absolutely.
I need to know what my body doing.
But it's the same thing with alcohol. Before you drink, you don't know what your tolerance is. It's the same thing. But people don't do marijuana, I guess, edibles enough. It's I don't think to really know right away. So it's something you'd have to learn if you wanted to try to learn it. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think again, we are a little older school in this, and we go to college and we figure that shit out, right? You're like, all right, this is all right. Woo, that was the line. I went over that much, and I think I won't say it's less prevalent now. I will say that figuring out your tolerance with marijuana is more prevalent. I think it's not as being legalized. Now I think
Right.
folks in college and a little bit younger are more into that than we probably. I think
Right.
there's less
Probably.
stigma
Yeah,
to it now
absolutely.
than it was when we were younger, right? No, my mom was like, "Don't be smoking that tweed. Smoking that you down there smoking that tweed?" No, mama, I'm just getting fucking blacked out drunk, but I, ain't
know,
smoking
right?
no tweed.
It's fascinating how laws like shape how we stigmatize things.
Yeah.
So alcohol was illegal at one point, so it was like, taboo. It's legal now, so people go way overboard. It's no big deal.
But I feel also that now, I knew people smoked weed back then, but I feel like now, 19-year-old, 18-year-olds, they're doing it more and frequently though.
No,
I think
agreed.
it's more frequently. And
That
I'm
would be
just like,
interesting
you
to see.
can't go without smoking weed for a day.
I know.
Like one day,
Yeah.
like that's a problem.
I agree.
No, people say you can't get addicted to weed, and I completely disagree with that.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any medical backing to what I'm saying, but
Yeah, like I was saying, like if you start when you're young and you do it a lot, there's definitely a dependence that can develop, and you can have withdrawal too. But yeah, I always ask patients, like if you're doing it, okay, but if you're doing it every day, then I'm asking why are you doing it? Because a lot of times people are depressed or anxious. Okay, well I'm not in agreement with doing any substance to mask or treat depression. Let's do some therapy and try some other stuff, But
agreed. All right. That was my softball of the harder questions. You know what? These aren't as bad as I thought. I feel better about myself now.
One of them, I'm gonna be like, pass.
I feel better. There was only a couple of them that's a little out of pocket, but was college the best time of your life? Think about that for a second. we've lived some good lives. We've been blessed in a lot of ways in this room. I
So
already
is that
know
just
this.
a yes or no?
Was it the best time of your life? And if it was, why? Angela?
Ooh, now, if I say I had the time of my life, does that also then mean it was the best time of my life?
We are not
'Cause
playing
that's what I always say.
We are not doing gymnastics
That
with
was
our
the
words
time
right
of my
now.
life.
Was it the best time? The best, if you had to isolate 4 years in any block you wanted to,
Oh,
4 years of your life, was that the best 4-year block of your life?
oh, that was a good 4 years.
Or 6 years, or however long it took you to get out.
4.5.
I'm gonna say no, but not. I don't know if that I can pick a. I mean, that was a good 4-year run. I was at Xavier in New Orleans. Actually, let's throw that up there, but it was phenomenal. But there's other parts in my life, the traveling and people I've met and all this other stuff, and other parts of my life and the freedom that I've had, you know, working and different things like that. And it might not have been 4 years in a row. It might have been a week here, a week there, But so yeah, I can't. I'm gonna say no. Yeah,
Okay.
hard question, but
It's tough. It's a tough question.
yeah.
Chris?
I'm going to have to agree. And if I had to pick 4 years, those 4 years would have been like 23 to 27.
Were those the dragon room years? just for a frame of reference.
For a frame of reference, I don't know. But college, amazing, right? We had an awesome time. You meet your friends there. You get to kick with your friends. You got that survival. I mean, it's so much.
Yeah, carefree.
But, right. But you get those 4 years, and at that time, I was living in Bronzeville, so hanging out with my friends, them coming over. You have money, so I
Yes.
can travel. I can do this.
Having money, that cannot be underrated.
Right, you know, so it's like you're able to do things that you want to do. So,
College was the start.
Yeah.
It kicked it off. you
yeah.
know.
And yeah, so I would say 23 to 27 was my good 4 years.
Okay.
Great 4 years.
Grateful.
Look,
She reminiscing.
that's a great 4 years.
Okay. Good points. I normally, before I really sat down and thought about this, normally I would have said yes. Like
Yeah, me too.
that burgeoning them into adulthood, and like you got responsibilities, but you kind of don't. You kind of got that safety net if worse comes to worse, mama. You know, even though I was one of those trying not to do it. My mama gave me a certain amount of money to start which is stupid, mama, by the way. And any parent out there, don't do this to your kids. Don't give them all their money at the beginning of the semester. I get what you're trying to do and teach them how to budget, and I'm telling you, by November,
Dang, you just got in school.
listen,
Already rationing.
September, the end of August, September, October, shit, before Thanksgiving came around,
You trying to go home and get some more money.
look, boy. And anyway, and just figuring that piece out. And it's just like the freedom, like my mom wasn't one that held me down in high school. Like I had a lot of, probably too much freedom in high school, but just I'm not to live on your mother's roof and you kind of come and go as you
That was
please.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Staying out late.
Staying out late as you want.
Ate whatever I wanted. Ooh, that was a
the
good part
banana
about that. I could eat whatever I wanted. It didn't matter.
Didn't
Right.
matter.
Wasn't no weight gain with that.
That part.
Ooh,
All
eating
the-
Popeyes at 2 a.m.
That's right. Taco Bell was
Pint of ice cream.
all of that. And a scattered booty. But with no repercussions. But if I'm going to be honest, and I really think about it, the best 4-year block was, this is going to sound crazy, but it's facts. So I was going through my divorce, which sounds like it should be fun, but it was the
Hot boy summer.
hot,
Afterwards.
hot boy fucking summers. So I had been with my ex a really long time. So by the time I was old enough to like club it and have money and take trips or whatever, a lot of that was centered around her. So I wasn't ever really single as an adult, fully single. I wasn't married the whole time, but I wasn't, but I was in a relationship. So when I got out of that and I had some money and I didn't have a real job, and by that I mean I was entrepreneuring it. So I was promoting, I had my sports league, I was doing e-blast, with all this far more profitable than you would imagine back in the day. Had my own spot, just me. And I had my 2 boys, loves of my life, obviously, but I only had them half the time. So that
We found freedom.
Wednesday to Sunday, when they was with their mama,
You was in these streets.
it wasn't a pretty sight for about 2 years. And then I met my now wife,
Yeah.
and the beginning of a relationship is always like, heartstrings and violins and birds flying around your head or whatever. And they still are, baby. I still got all that. But it's nothing like that beginning, that falling in love piece.
Yeah.
So part of that journey was in there, and then us getting married and, moving in together and all that. And just that whole run of it
That's beautiful.
was the best 4 years. So I got to hot boy for a hot second. She stuck a fucking stake in my heart on that. And then finding I'll say my ex was my childhood love of my life, and then finding the adult love of my life. Those 4 years were a beast, and working for yourself and making your way and figuring that stuff out too, and the freedom that provided was amazing as well. So, but college is right.
It's right behind it.
Jesus
Right?
Christ, it's a close race. It's a photo finish. College was amazing.
It was. Came out of my shell. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Speaking of shells and coming out of them,
Oh.
Oh, Lord. Stage left.
She's out of here.
she's like,
Lock that door.
she's like, no,
Lock
look,
the door.
look, I've been. These have been softball questions. Oral sex or sex?
Stage left.
I know this seems like an odd question. It seems like one should lead to the other. However, you had to pick one. One goes away for the rest of your
Oh,
life.
that's a terrible question.
It really is.
I know.
I didn't read it like that.
I know.
What the-
I changed it
You
actually.
sure did. 'Cause that's a terrible.
Actually, the original question was, is oral sex a prerequisite before
Right.
sex? But I don't like that. We're doing either ors here. So I've
Okay.
changed it.
Okay. You look at it, B. So,
Yes.
I mean, if I had one has to go away forever, the one that's gonna stay is sex, intercourse. Yeah, I mean,
Why is that? And let's take let's take having kids out of the equation.
I was just gonna say.
Let's remove that from
I
the
don't
equation.
have any, but I
Let's
would.
remove that from the
okay.
equation. You said what?
Let me go get that peach.
Oh, now you want the peach shots. Now you want the peach shots. Let's remove that from the equation because that's an unfair advantage of actual sex.
Well, both are fantastic. However,
Are they both fantastic?
yeah. Well, when done.
Okay.
When done correctly.
All right, let's put some.
Because they
let's
can
put some-
both be awful. But
Yes,
when
they
done
can.
correctly,
They're both amazing.
but there's still just something about feeling a man inside of you that's just. I'm sorry. That is just transformative. So I would.
I don't know how Red made it those first 4 years. I don't know anybody. Anyway, that was a movie quote. Go ahead.
I just not want to give that. Not want to. Nothing replaced. Because nothing replaced. People talk about dildos. It just doesn't do it for me. Do it for me. It's not the real thing. It's not the real thing. So
Giving it a fair shot.
Don't do it. I don't want to give that up. Give that up forever again. Never again. Never, ever.
Okay.
Final answer.
Final answer. Ain't nobody behind you.
The door is locked.
None of them stars are answering the question.
What's the question again?
Oral sex or actual intercourse? And it can't be, don't tell me it depends on who doing it.
That's a valid answer.
I have to agree.
Now you have to expound.
Please.
Oh, oh God.
If Chris was my color, she'd be blushing up in here, y'all.
She like, who all over there?
Who all? Let me look. Let me see. It might only be 2 people watching. You might be safe.
Right.
You might be safe. Hold on. Let me look. Oh shit.
And I have to choose one.
Yeah.
Choose one.
To never have the other ever again, ever.
Okay, so I can go the opposite of her, right?
Okay.
And yeah.
So you're saying oral sex?
I said the opposite of her.
No, that's what she said.
Yeah.
She said that she would pick
Intercourse.
intercourse.
I heard her.
So you picking the opposite of her.
She don't even want to say it.
So you're not even gonna verbalize it?
Yes, I think that
I'm about to go get Chris a shot. Jesus.
no, I yeah.
You marinate on that. See, that's something you actually feel comfortable
Well,
saying.
here's
Go
the
ahead.
thing that it's difficult, right? When you have to choose one,
That's the point of
you
this.
want to eliminate one.
That's why it's called the
Forever.
Great Debates.
You could never ever have the other.
Never ever had the other.
Like never.
Never
Never ever.
again.
Ever. Like Outkast said. Ever. Ever.
Yeah, if it was a never, ever, then it would. I said it right the first time. I will agree with her.
You agree with her.
Okay.
Okay. So intercourse.
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Right.
Chris, I've never known you to be this.
I guess it's the touch, the feel, the interaction. Hell, damn, the penetration too.
Right.
Yeah. And just having that touch and just that touch, whether the man is on top of you. In my case.
She be calling specific
Right.
positions.
Right. I mean,
Scenarios.
it's just a feeling
Yeah.
of that body being on top of you. And there you have it. I said it.
That.
Right.
Woo!
All right. I know.
Ooh, good Lord, that was a journey. That was a journey. I like that we got you there though.
Right.
We back.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. No, that's what he said. I'm glad I got you there. That shit don't be easy sometimes. Yeah, it's intercourse. It's not even close, to be frank.
Yeah.
There's an intimacy to that you just can't replicate with just oral.
Positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
And
doing it together.
facts.
Yeah.
So funny talking about college and all that. This is probably too much information, but anyway, this is my podcast. I can say what I want to say. So my boys, when we were maybe I think it was our third year at U of I, Urbana. What's up? Champagne. And my guys were like, man, you got to eat that. She ain't talking about getting no pussy. You better eat that, blah, 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 right? Like, that's, that's the cheat code, right?
Guys tried that.
Yeah.
Shut that
all the way down, huh?
all the way down.
But that was, they like, this is a cheat code. You get that, you're done.
You in there.
You're in there. And I was like, one, no, that shit nasty, fuck you.
Right.
And Chelsea's like, if she don't want this, then she missing out. Her loss. I ain't gonna go through all that effort. And one day I tried it.
Ain't been back.
Ain't turned around. So there is something, to that, right?
Yeah.
There, I mean, there's an intimacy to that too as well, right? Because if,
Definitely.
Very
yeah,
intimate.
well, some do that ain't. But if you're like y'all not sucking every dick that come around, and we not,
Right.
yeah. So there's something to that too. So that there's a trust factor and all that goes into that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't replace, that the pure intimacy of being together. Yeah, I agree. It's not. I don't know if there's anything romantic about
Nah.
spitting on it, as Angela said earlier.
I hate that now. That's as Angela said.
As Angela said, spit on it.
Where did you see that again?
Somebody just tuning in now would really be.
We're like, wait, what? Let me rewind so you can get it.
Who spit on what?
Go to about the
Right.
20-minute mark, people, if you missed that part of the
Now we
conversation.
talking about spitting and or
Right.
I'm real confused.
Woo. Oh, okay. This is a good. Oh, you know what? I'm a back it down a taste. Winter gear or summer gear? I'm gonna let y'all think about it for a second. That's a tough one.
I got my answer.
Give it to me.
My answer is winter, but I'm gonna go early winter.
So damn near fall.
Yes, because really that's my favorite season. So early winter.
Yeah, fall is my
Yeah.
favorite season, which is why I didn't even.
Yeah, put my boots on, got your cute jacket. Can't tell me nothing.
That's it.
Can't
right
tell me
there.
a thing.
It's the coats and the boots, scarves.
Yeah.
The accessories.
Yes.
You got to accessorize.
Exactly.
Maybe a little layer. Get a little layer going, layer a little bit.
A good turtleneck.
Yes.
Love that turtleneck.
Cozy.
My summer gear is still terrible. Still haven't quite figured that out. So yeah.
You still, shit. Cut off shorts and a t-shirt. Summer. Let's go.
Exactly.
Flip flops.
Where my flip flops at?
I'm struggling.
We out here. For men, this shouldn't even be a conversation. Our summer gear is whack. I mean, it's basic. It's super basic. But
Yeah.
you all, I would think this would be a tougher conversation with summer dresses and flowy things and
And I think the only reason why I would go summer is because it's easy. You can put on a dress and go. I ain't gotta worry about it. You gotta put on a bra sometimes. Just keep it
Yeah,
moving.
that is true. I don't know why I don't know.
It's
I don't feel my
easy.
best. I don't feel like I do in that fall gear. I don't know. Or oops, winter. Early
winter. I was like, you cheating. You cheating. That's why I didn't put fall in there.
Early winter.
Early
gear.
winter.
Early winter.
Halloween winter. No, that's not winter. That's fall. Stop cheating.
Yeah, November. November gear is great. That's winter. Oh no, is it December? When is
No,
Winter is
no, December
December.
22nd,
Yeah,
I think is
December
officially the
22nd.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, December in Chicago's. It's
Oh, you
decent.
can still get some
Depending
decent-
on which December it is. 'Cause polar vortex year was
well,
it
that
started early.
Chicago can be bipolar that way.
Right.
But you can get a fucking 60-degree day in December sometimes.
You can.
Sometimes,
Our
yeah.
December is not that bad.
Fucking February.
It's just,
Ugh.
I think it's just the clothes and the outer layer for the
Yeah.
winter. That's
Yeah.
it. But it's still a hard choice. Summertime, you get up, you put your clothes on, and you keep it moving.
Yeah, you don't have to think about it. You just walk out the door.
Just walk out the door.
And you all are still in pretty good shape. And I say that to say, a lot of people say winter because they can like cover up some. But y'all can still wear some tight shit and be out there look good.
Yeah. I
Still,
don't know.
no.
This,
Yeah.
give me fall.
Do you still?
Or
We
me.
not.
I'm
We
sorry.
not doing fall.
Early winter.
Do you all still wear open-toed shoes in the winter?
No.
No.
Who do that?
Right.
I've been at galas and stuff. People have some open-toed shoes.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
No?
They do a pump. I'll do a pump to a
Pump.
yeah.
Yeah, but your toes shouldn't be out.
No.
I don't think your toes should be.
I'm just making sure.
I've seen it though, but it's cold outside.
Yeah, I'd rather
period.
not. No.
Yeah.
I was one of those people that would go to the club and I had on my winter coat. I didn't care. I wasn't in that line cold. I had on my coat. I hope there's a coat check.
Well, you better get a table so I can put this on the back of the chest.
Something.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm. Yeah, winter, and it's not even. I hate my summer clothes. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Love summer,
But I
but
look a good sundress.
so do I.
Good
So do I. All right. Married or single? Now, there was supposed to be another married person on here who was going to balance this conversation. But that didn't happen, so it don't matter. Married or single? What would you, there's advantages and disadvantages to both.
Why don't you go first?
I shall. I never start.
I already know your answer.
I'm only allowed to say one thing.
Exactly.
No. So again, there are advantages and disadvantages to both, right? So there's a freedom to being single, not being responsible for anybody but yourself. I go where I want to go, when I want to go. I spend what I want to spend, how I want to spend, and the only person that either wins or loses is me. And there's something to that. But in the grand scheme of things, there's building together, having somebody that can share everything, really, like my shitty days, my great days, a joke, whatever the case may be. And knowing in the best of relationships, this is the way relationships should be, at least marriage should be, that somebody's got my back and I've got somebody else's back.
Yep.
And we pick each other up and we carry forward. And then sometimes we don't need to even, we're just in a great place, like together, financially, whatever, family's good, everybody's healthy, and we can just enjoy each other in these moments that we build together. So I clearly, I'm a marrying type. First one didn't work. It just didn't work, but it didn't sour me on the experience or I took lessons from that and value that relationship to this day. And we're still perfectly great co-parents and friends. And took those lessons and I applied them to this relationship. And I'm still learning lessons in this relationship.
Right.
But I'd much rather build that way than build alone. But I'm also of a certain age as well. So that might not have been my answer. That's a lie because I got married at 25. So, but I can see why.
Answer.
Yeah, I can see why other folks would say at 25, nah, I ain't trying to marry, I'm trying to do my thing, blah, blah, blah. So I think age potentially plays a factor in this. But for me, clearly, it's building in this relationship marriage box as opposed to just being a single hoe.
Except for those 2 summers.
I'm sorry, baby. But those 2 summers were awesome. But you got to get that out your system sometimes too, right? You got to, and then you figure out what you want to do. And some people, that is their system. And that's fine too. You don't want to be bothered with anybody else in your space like that. But I get it, particularly the older we get, right? Like I'm comfortable with who I am and where I am in my space and so on and so forth. And do I really want to bring somebody else in it and figure all this shit out? I can have a boyfriend, we gotta get married, and what kind of money's no? I gotta get a fucking prenup and Jesus Christ. So I get both sides of the coin. For me, it's marriage though.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
Nope. Since you started, go ahead.
I would have to agree with what you said as far as building. Who wants to build by themselves? No one should want to go home by themselves either, right? So yes, being single is awesome, the freedom, everything. But, I'm sure that being married has a lot of, it's like you got that 80-20. I'm sure that 80 is amazing, right? And so you're building with that financially, kids and so forth. And just, like you said, being there for each other. Ditto everything that you said. So if I had to choose, married.
Yeah.
3 for 3. Yeah, absolutely.
I already knew you.
Yeah. No.
I need me a single dude in here that's doing this thing. I need a counterpoint.
Exactly. Well, I can say that, I have had people be envious that have been married for a long time, envious of my lifestyle, like, oh, you went there, you did that, so I appreciate it, and I, enjoy my life, and I enjoy that freedom, but, you get that right partner, and I know it's hard work, it's not, great every day,
Exactly.
but,
Every day.
That's your story.
right.
But what's unfortunate about what you just said is that people feel like if you got to do that and blah, 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 you should still be able to do these things. Even though
Yeah,
you're
it's just
married.
not with the right people. I
Yeah.
found a lot of people just weren't with the right person, or you're with someone and you've changed, and that person doesn't change with you, and I
Or
hear
you
that all
changed
the
for that
time.
person.
Yeah,
You changed who you are to meld into that person's
Exactly.
world. Yeah.
Why we
Yeah.
doing that?
Oh, yeah.
So in that case, I'm sure being single is better than, But in the
I mean, single is bad. I can do bad by myself. Yes. Single is better than in a bad
right
marriage or relationship. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Last one. And this is the one we walked in talking about. So I'm very curious about this one. Malcolm or Martin? And we're talking about at their ideological ends of the spectrum, not one, because they got older, and they kind of came a little bit together before both of the unfortunate murders. But when they were kind of at opposite ends of the spectrum, who were you rocking with? Angela, this was your question actually, so I'm gonna let you kick it off.
So yeah, when I was younger, I was Malcolm. I was militant. I wasn't watching I Love Lucy because there wasn't no black people in there.
Wait, you wasn't watching no TV then.
Right, I would.
You was watching Love Boat because Isaac was on there. That's about it.
Right, exactly. I was angry,
Dang.
Yeah, I was, So, but as I've gotten older, I'm going Martin because I would say he reached the most people, and that's the only way you're going to make change if you reach the most people. Brought the most amount of people together. Made legislative change. So
I agree.
yeah, I gotta go Martin.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Why Martin?
Same thing, bringing people together.
Yeah.
You can't do it by yourself at all.
Well, Malcolm. Wait a minute. Now Malcolm brought some folks together. Now he brought the Nation of Islam together. Like he grew that joint.
I mean, worldwide, people from all cultures. Like. I love everybody. Now, see, there is a part of me that's like...
Coretta Scott King is rolling over the grave by what you just did. Yeah, y'all know Martin was a little bit of a philanderer, so she ain't appreciating the way you just body rolled her husband.
I don't know. I do like the idea of bringing people together to make change. And that's the only way it's going to be sustainable. Mm-hmm. I do like the idea of us doing it ourselves, and we have to do that. But if I'm staying in America, I want to see legislative change and some of these other things that are sustainable, And we can still work in our communities and build each other up and all that other stuff too, Conceal carry if we need to, know your rights and all that kind of stuff too, But if I got to pick.
It's funny because one of my girlfriends, she was like, Martin was so fine. That's why I love him. Oh. I was like, girl, bye. What you talking about? I love Martin.
Oh.
Hey, that's something. Look, Coretta, she ain't like none of this. Right. That's whole conversation. She's like, see?
Right.
See? Yeah, it's... So when I was in college, I had over my bed on the left was Malcolm and on the right was Martin. I had posters. And I understood both perspectives, right? But I probably was a little bit more fiery and militant when I was young, right? Like, you know what? Fuck that.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Let's burn cams down. Like, so when I was in school, real talk. Like, it's so silly. We about to wrap this up. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that for another conversation. But I literally, like, you know how you walk around and people have the blurred faces when the FBI don't want you to know who they are.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. That's how white people were to me, right? Like they were there, but they didn't really exist. Like I only saw my people. And it was like, fuck y'all. I know I'm on your campus. I don't care. But I want to do this. I'm sit-ins and storming the dean's office and chaining ourselves to the union and all that, this stuff. As I've gotten older, I see while there's room for that, and maybe an uprising is really what this country needs, and maybe because violence is the only thing they seem to understand. I also know that we're not winning that war.
Yeah.
At all.
So
We repeating it.
Yeah. So we need to that turn other cheek stuff is still hard for me, but I get where he was going with
that
it.
part of it is people slapping on you.
Yeah, that shit ain't happening. I ain't my granddaddy. And even my granddaddy wouldn't have that. But the legislation and actually making laws and accountability, whether or not they hold themselves accountable, even if it's laws, is a whole other conversation. But at least having it on the books, and that's the only way. We'll never be equal in this country. I've long since given up on that. But I want to make it as equitable as possible for us. And Malcolm's way, it was just was a tougher road to hoe when it comes to that. But if you're saying let's build, have Black Wall Street again, or we're doing our own thing and separating and blah, blah, that's the route. Again, I don't see how you do that in this country. You see what happened to Tulsa.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're not gonna let us do it. They just not gonna let us do it.
It is.
I mean, we all are human beings. Period.
Yeah. those roots are so deep.
It's still like
It's
They
so
do
deep.
stuff they don't even know why.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
You just doing it because an act of your parents. This is how your parents was, so you did it.
And these biases is so ingrained.
It's really about at the heart of even that. Yeah, that's all true. Racism and my grandpapa told me, you know, niggas ain't, you know, they monkeys and all that's all true too. But really, it's about privilege.
Yeah, that
and,
too.
And in order for us there to be some equality, that means folks gonna have to give up some privilege. And as many folks as I'm there, I'm the ally, and they march with us and all that. But when it comes time to give up that privilege, like my girl on ESPN,
Oh yeah, Maria Taylor.
Maria Taylor. What's my other girl's name?
Nichols.
Rachel Nichols.
Yeah.
Rachel was cool with Maria doing her thing, right?
Until
Probably celebrated her doing her thing. And Rachel loved her brother, so I already know she was celebrating. Maria, like, oh, she's so talented. Blah, blah, until it came up to give her some of her shit. Then it was a problem.
yeah.
And that's why we'll never have equality, because they'll, as allied as they are, why would you give up your privilege? Why would you give up your position for somebody else to raise them up?
And that messaging is interesting because all this time we've been saying, oh, we just want to be equal. We're not trying to take from you. But like you said, it's true. It does mean somebody's giving up something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I got this mic in this phone, I got this mic in this phone. And you like, ooh, I love that phone. It'd be nice if I could have it. I got to get that up.
Yeah, right.
Now I ain't got no phone.
Exactly.
In the name of equality, shit.
Right, keep my phone.
Keeping my phone. Yeah, I want you to have a phone though. I'll work a way for you to get the phone, just not my phone.
Right.
I'll never forget Stephen Miller. He was in the Trump White House, was being interviewed, and he was saying he was trying to prevent Asians from coming over here. And his reasons because they were taking the jobs, like all the tech jobs. So he understood, oh, well, they might be better at us. We don't want America to be better. We just want to have the jobs for ourselves. We don't want. I was just like, why you just said that out loud?
But then you have jobs out here that we do not want.
That we don't want to do.
Yeah.
So if you get exactly, we have jobs there's jobs out there that we do not want, and we complain if someone get it,
Yep.
but you didn't want it.
Exactly.
So
That's
what
right.
we talking about?
Go pick that fruit. I ain't picking no fruit. Shut the fuck up there.
Meanwhile,
Why are we even talking? Anyway. Hey, y'all. We're a little bit over time. Thank you for joining us. I think We Code Wednesdays is coming on next. We Code Wednesdays is next. Join my guy. They are hilarious. If y'all have never seen them, hang around and watch these two are off the meter. Join us next week, right back here at 7 o'clock. I have fallen off my planning, so I don't even know what the fuck is going on next week. But we gonna figure that shit out. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.